Christensen. Sacramento trying to get back-to-back wins, coming off that victory north of the border in Toronto. DeMar DeRozan had a productive and prolific third quarter, going to work here against the rookie. Ring the bell, school is in session. That was light work for DeMar. The lead is down to 5. DeRozan coming alive in the second half again. He's got 12. 4 players make it 5 now in double-digit scoring. Here's guarded by Carter. The call. Here's DeRozan again. Got Peavy again. Turns and pulls. Cash. 14 for DeRozan. 7 of 11.
If you're Doug Christie, you really have to be happy with the second and the third quarter, how this team has executed.
And a steal by DeRozan. One more. Carter lines up the seam.
It doesn't matter who is shooting the ball. They're getting great looks. They're creating high percentage shots for each other. And when you do that and the ball moves like that, it creates a bit of energy. And that is what the Kings have been able to manufacture.
Sacramento's only lead of the ball game was 10-9 back in the first quarter. Knotted at 92. Nice cut by Murphy. Somebody hit the snooze button defensively. And the Pelicans been back up by 2. Murphy with 13.
Yeah, just a split second of Nick Clifford turning his head to look towards the ball. Lost sight of Murphy along that baseline. Nice, well-timed cut by Trey Murphy.
Maybe another one, Carter. This one overcooked. A little bit strong. And here's Trey Murphy. Perusing the court. Good deflection. 2-on-1 the other way. Carter got back-tapped by Peavy.
He got hit in the face, too. My goodness.
Murphy around the screen, sees 2. Peavy bounce pass to a wide-open, unencumbered Fears, who couldn't connect. Peavy unsupervised. That one falls. And the lead is back up to 5 for the Pelicans, so able to thwart that recent insurgence by Sacramento. Boy, fierce physical at the point of attack defensively. Here's DeRozan against Peavy. Ball deflected, comes right to Clifford. Look what I found, he said.
Nice little kiss off the glass there from Nick Clifford, and that is a shot that not a lot of young guys are working on, and we see Russell Westbrook use it all the time. It is so effective.
45 degrees and in on the wing. John Woodnoy says you got to use the glass, right? Here's Queen. Got stripped. Kings on the move. Carter got it. Counted and won. South Carolina, well, that's at least where he started his career. Ended up at Providence. See Carter really get some pressure here on Fears. Shut his water off a little bit.
I think he's still reeling a little bit from that contact he made with the floor on that last.
Clippers next. Here's McDermott off the turnover. And the Kings can take the lead here. Clifford. Off the Cardwell screen. Working against Murphy. Got blocked. And here's Murphy. It's a 5-on-4 the other way. Queen trying to take advantage. And got the roll. Clifford under duress. Carter with an audacious 3 attempt. Cardwell kept it in play, but it went right to Queen. Murphy from the logo, and Carter with the board. Carter with pace into the front court. McDermott got his driver's license, put it on the deck. Shot clock at 10 for Carter. McDermott for 3. And Fears clears. Looked like Trey Murphy fell on the far side of the court. Slow to get up. Fears doesn't wait, doesn't hesitate, doesn't need to. Jeremiah Fears with another 3-ball tonight. Off the bench, he's got 5 of them in all in 10 attempts. Plowden around the screen by Cardwell. Working against the rookie. Plowden, everything but the bucket. Clifford with the floater, got it.
And another offensive rebound by Dylan Cardwell, who tonight has been fantastic in his role.
Boy, great energy by Devin Carson.
Absolutely. He's one of those guards that has a nose for the ball, gets in the right position, and he has some verticality on him.
Oh, he's from Miami. What do you think? Fears out front. Carter trying to stick him. Fears on that low gather, draws the foul. They're going to count the bucket.
Yeah, and I think that's actually the right call.
Inside, rebounded by Cardwell.
And the Kings really need to be able to value the ball, take care of it, and not turn it over anymore.
What did you just say?
It's this Pelicans team.
Plowden walks into the 3. Pelicans lead cut to 4. Zion Williamson in the front court for New Orleans. Interesting guard for Cardwell. They show him a lot of bodies. Here comes the double. Kings stay out of rotation. Fears with the go screen. Bay throws it up on the glass. And we'll get...
He didn't move.
For 3 years, from 2022 to 24. Nice to see DeAndre back. Clifford strong with the ball this time. It comes around to Reynaud. Working against Misi. Tough shot, got it through the contact.
And that's the best part about it, right? We keep talking about Max and his improvement and the massive, ground he's made up this year. How about the physicality on that play by him?
That added weight and muscle helping him out there. 7 on the shot clock. Williamson stares down Cardwell, spins, pulls, off the mark, and here come the Kings. Quickly up to Plowden. They got a 2-on-1. Carter smoked it, but what's teammate for? Reynaud with the ball.
And that last defensive possession, great job individually by Dylan Cardwell, but the Kings as a whole, you had 3 guys building a wall. The job that they have done collectively between Cardwell and Precious in that one-on-one matchup, but as a team against Zion tonight has been something else.
Yeah, they have really muted his progress in the paint, especially tonight. And that's going to be a traveling violation out of the... And Reynaud, Plowden, Carter, and Clifford. Clifford into the front court against Murphy. Pocket pass to Reynaud for the tie, and we are knotted at 1:07 with under 4 minutes to play. And it's the young guys on the floor. Fears. Guarded by Clifford, goes under the screen. Met him on the other side, but that is a tough shot. He slammed on the hydraulics.
Yeah, nice read there by Fears. And we showed the numbers earlier. The Pelicans have 2 rookies and the Kings 2 rookies that are leading a lot of the leaderboards in the top 6 or so in the league. And Nate Clifford certainly is one of them. And the rookies for both teams showing out here tonight.
Fears tying his career high with 28, speaking of rookies. Williamson sizing up Cardwell. Missed it with that quick jump. Cardwell got a piece of it. Missy inside, knocked out of bounds. Fears to inbound with 10 on the shot clock for the Pelicans. A one-on-one. Good help by Reynaud, and they get the miss. So Carter will bring it up against Fears. Here's Clifford. Murphy sticking him. Queen switches on to him. That's a mismatch. He defers to the wing. It's tipped out of bounds. 3% free throw shooter on the season.
And certainly not one of those guys that gets there with high frequency.
So coming into the night, Sacramento with the best odds in the Western, but overall with 57 losses, actually by winning percentage, Indiana, Brooklyn, and Washington.
Against getting the #1 pick, and then they did get it in the lottery.
I can't remember exactly what number.
I can't remember the odds, yeah.
Renault on the show and go. Max drives it, got blocked by Queen. Loose ball, that's going to be a foul against Cardwell, who clobbered really front against Carter. Williamson on the cross. Boy, he put Cardwell in the rape room, and Cardwell had to be careful. They went right at the weakness because he's got 5 fouls.
And they rotated him over to the wing, so you couldn't have the help on the elbows.
Lob, Cardwell couldn't get there. The pass was off the mark a little bit. And now New Orleans can take the lead. Williamson. Fears. Steps through, sprays it out to Queen. Lines up the 3, and it's way short. Carter pushes up to Clifford. He's got 4 tonight. That one was partially tipped. It was partially blocked by Murphy, I think.
It sure was.
Here's Saddiq Bey, one more into the corner. Quick catch and shoot. Murphy couldn't connect. Carter clears.
And Doug signaling to Devin Carter to slow it down a little bit. Make sure you're using clock here on this possession.
Carter in charge of the offense. Renault, great ball fake, got peeled, got stripped. Fears. It's a 3-on-2. Queen, offensive foul.
That he had, knowing that they're going to try and get downhill, get into that paint, and you know that one hurt a little bit. So I applaud him for sacrificing his body.
Showing a little versatility at the other end of the court. Clifford with 22 and 7 tonight. Here he is off the zoom action, finds Carter. Renault posted up against the smaller Murphy, had great position and put him in jail.
Phenomenally executed, and the recognition of seeing you have a smaller guy, making sure you get the ball deep, and there's a block by Devin Carter.
Fears out to Queen, the safety foul. Sacramento leading by 3. Bey. 7 on the clock, spins, pulls inside. Tough bucket by Saddiq Bey. And it's a 1-point contest. The 1 second difference between shot and game clock. And that's going to be a foul.
The group that really got the Kings back into this game and are in the lead.
Renault fouled by... He's got to make 2. Keep it a 1-possession game either way, and he's waiting.
Keep in mind, for those of you that forget, because Mark and I have our rings,
back-to-back.
Kings won the whole thing last year.
Nothing like a back-to-back. Renault trying to make it a 2-point game here. And he does. Timeout, James Borrego with 16.8 to go. They appreciate the effort tonight, as they always do. Williamson. Driving for the tie, blocked by Cardwell. He rejected it, refused it.
Dylan Cardwell, maybe there's so many things that he can do, and he's going to continue to develop within this system.
Comes off the Fears, they got time. Do they foul or not before the 3? He's going to take 2. But he's fouled by the line, Katie. After they missed the first, he didn't, but it doesn't matter. It's a 4-point contest. This shot will be muted, irrelevant. And that's it. Sacramento wins.